Well, Tom Mercer, I'm very shocked and I'm delighted to be here. It's an absolute honour to come up to the Falls Road, but to share in your festival, the Festival of Bluebells. And I believe when your young fella, when the Bluebells came out during the summer, came out in May, that was the start of probably the summer holidays. So, delighted to be here and to support you in your great endeavours. So it's really looking forward to this evening. Big crowd building up there. I suppose the GA, from whether it's in a city like Dublin or a city like Belfast, I think it gives us a great sense of identity, particularly the big cosmopolitan areas, and even the rural society. It gives us a sense of place, gives us a sense of who we are, and particularly what appeals to me is the Gaelic Athletic Association, when it was founded in 1884, wasn't just about sport. There was a huge cultural dimension to it as well, to keep the language alive, keep the traditions alive. And both games, obviously, of hurling and Gaelic football, that were kind of maybe not so much in their infancies, but the rules around them hadn't been formed. So it definitely gives us a sense of identity. And I think whether we meet each other as GA members or home or abroad, we see each other as fellow Gaels. And we have a great parish rivalry in terms of our clubs, and I was down the close today, so the great rivalry between Donegal and Armagh. But at the end of the day, whatever team won, people will congratulate each other, and everybody sees us that we're in this one big family. And I think from a participation in the sport, that physical activity is a huge part of one's own wellness, and indeed that team sport is a huge part of they're great life skills, I think, for kids to pick up and for them to carry through their careers. Like in life, there's kind of three types of people. There's people who ask how did something happen. There's people who watch it happen, and then there's people who actually make it happen. And I think in terms of leadership, I think it's all about influencing those that are around you. And for the Dublin football team that I managed, we had a captain in Steve Cluxon. He didn't lead by big oratorial speeches or banging tables. It was about his example. So I think that's something we can learn in terms of about leadership, about getting things done. And it's about the values that you have, whether they're, for the football team, is about humility and honesty and hard work. And really, if you want to know what my values are, simply look what I do every day. And that leadership quality that Dublin players have kind of manifests itself in how they played football as well. Look, in terms of leadership, when you look at the kind of motivation, obviously you have extrinsic rewards, which are for finance and for financial health, and that's really important. Real drivers, and we notice in the Gaelic Association, that sense of purpose, that sense of why, giving people a real clear vision and focusing on how to get to that. Is about the academic bit of there's a process to performance, and focusing on how you do things and the methodology around your performance. And if you can do that, sometimes the score does look after itself. And I would have been a big believer that the team that I was involved in over those 7 years could potentially won 21 trophies, the only won 18. And of those trophies they won, it was all about focusing on how we're going to do it. The process as bland as that can sound, the preparation for the games. If they got that bit right, generally speaking, as you said yourself, the score looks after itself. Tutor on of Cumbernauld Class Well, Jarlath Burns, proud Armagh man, asked me to get involved, and he's got the association have this vision that Gaelic games, both hurling and football, become the most exciting amateur games globally to watch and play. And for me, that's really, it's an audacious vision, but it's a vision nonetheless. So to be involved with that and to be asked to take one's part in that and to lead that group is, it's an honour and more. It's a huge privilege for me. And we've got a really good team around us. Malachy O'Rourke from Fermanagh, Michael Murphy doing Nicol, Alec McQuillan from Antrim will be the Ulster representatives, James Horan, Colin Collins, Eamon Fitzmaurice and a few others as well. So it's a really good team. Today's game, it's not like the games every game you have to have defense in your game. It's just it was a very what I would call it a counter-attacking style of the game where teams would bring players back, would have a very what we call a set defense with a mixture of man-to-man and hybrid. And that's like there's no right or wrong way to play the game. I suppose from a Edition's perspective, people would like to see more. What we get back from our feedback is that people would like to see more kick passing in the game and some more better high fielding and some long range score. And in fairness, throughout the game today, there was that in it as well. So it was my first social final to get to. I just haven't got the opportunity in the past, and I thought it was a great occasion. And it kind of reinforced to me the importance of provincial competitions. And reinforces my particular belief, which I kind of have to put to one side as I lead this particular group. But I got a great sense of the passion people have for Ulster football, and I came away, just really inspired by what I saw. In terms of the Gaelic Association, it is all about the grassroots, about your locality, your sense of place, your sense of purpose, who you are. I'm a proud Clondalcon, a proud Clondalk man from Clondalcon in Dublin. That's where I was born and raised. And it's about that for you guys and yourself and your brother giving back. It just very, very, potent, very high admiration. My brother Brian obviously knows from Morriscon and Clondalcon. But see the work that you're doing, expect you just to help you a little bit. But it is so important to have these community festivals, because it gives people a sense of voice, sense of purpose, sense of place. And ultimately that's what we're all about, particularly as Irish people.